Kamar also missed practice Thursday, leaving his status for Sunday's game in Philadelphia unclear. Kamar returned to practice on a limited basis Wednesday after missing Week 10 with a knee injury. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Hey, I'm Andy. If you don't know me, it's probably because I'm not famous. But I did start a men's grooming company called Harry's. The idea for Harry's came out of a frustrating experience I had buying razor blades. Most brands were overpriced, overdesigned, and out of touch. At Harry's, our approach is simple. Here's our secret. We make sharp, durable blades and sell them at honest prices for as low as $2 each. We care about quality so much that we do some crazy things, like buy a world-class German blade factory. Obsessing over every detail means we're confident in offering a 100% quality guarantee. Millions of guys have already made the switch to Harry's, so thank you if you're one of them. And if you're not, we hope you give us this offer. Get a Harry's starter set with a 5-blade razor, weighted handle, shave gel, and a travel cover. All for just $3 plus free shipping. Just go to harrys.com and enter 6680 at checkout. That's harrys.com, code 6680. Enjoy.
It is a Friday, the 19th day of November, 2021. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning.
It's a beautiful day.
Another beautiful day, just stacking them up one after another.
One right after the other. Okay. Passwords. Okay. You got to have them, right? To do most anything anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Password for a password.
Yeah. What are the 20 most common passwords in the United States? Any idea?
Not a clue.
Number one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. How about the next one? I can hardly wait.
Number 2 is password.
Okay. That's original. Who would have thought of that?
It's remarkable. And how do you keep track of all your passwords?
Well, I can't give that away.
No.
It's very scientific.
Oh, well, also on the list is QWERTY. You know, the keyboard, QWERTY,
yeah.
QWERTY. Okay. Also, 111, 111. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay. Sure hope some of these are sales marked.
I think so. Passwords are important, but how do you remember them? Because, okay, for some sites, you've got to have a uppercase, lowercase, a number, and a symbol, right?
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. Yeah. Don't talk too much about it, because then they'll come up with something else.
Exactly.
That they're required.
Yes. You have to do it all while, pinching your nose and holding your left hand in the air.
And throwing salt over your shoulder.
Well, yeah, that was the secret.
That was the secret one.
Oh, boy, you just gave it away.
Slip. Everybody, change your password.
It's a good idea, especially on the accounts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, well. How about some birthdays?
Some birthdays we have.
Okay. Talk show host Dick Cavett is 85. Ted Turner, 83. Calvin Klein, 79. Sportscaster Ahmad Rashid, 72. He played pro football under the name Bobby Moore.
Yeah.
Actor Robert Beltran is 68. Actor Kathleen Quinlan, 67. Actor Glynis O'Connor, 66. Actor Allison Janney is 62. And drummer Matt Sorum of Guns N' Roses, 61. Actress Meg Ryan, 60. Actress Jodie Foster, 59. Actor Farrell is 58. Actor Erica Alexander is 52. Actor Reed Scott is 44. Actor Adam Driver is 38. Okay. Those are our big shot birthdays, local birthdays coming up.
volunteers with Hacienda Scholarship Fund once again will be providing a Thanksgiving dinner to the less fortunate in Imperial Valley. Pick up your meal at Hacienda Snack Bar, 941 K Street, Raleigh. They will be doing a drive-thru from 11 to 1 p.m. Only 4 meals per vehicle, please. Hacienda Scholarship Fund, a nonprofit organization that helps youth of Imperial Valley and events like this. To donate, call 760-344-5542. That's 344-5542. Or stop by Hacienda Snack Bar.
We are celebrating birthdays today. Happy birthday, Bernice Vasquez, Marco Besso, Addie Pacheco, Yolanda Islas, Brianna Flores, Eddie Lee Sampson, Jason McCormick, Obed Garcia, Kim Hall, Thomas Laura, Timothy Childers, Clark Baker, Domingo Favela, Gina Acuna, Isabel Garcia, Jordan, Jose Luis, Joseph de la Cruz, Junior Amarias, Mara Magana, Oliver Tanzon, Oscar Gonzalez, Ruben Cota, and Aiden Garcia. Happy birthday from KXO. We'll make a weekend of it, okay?
Yeah. Sounds
yes. Well, there's a new study out shows that playing the video game Tetris can decrease cravings for drugs and food. Yeah. Yeah, it also decreases the cravings to go to work, talk to people, and leave mom's basement.
Yeah, it's that bad.
Yes. Oh, boy. Anyway.
Bad.
Well, you know, you and I missed the video game generation, didn't we?
I did, and, so did my kids.
Yes. Yeah.
Then, of course, after that, in Valor's age group, well, that's a different story.
It is a totally different story.
Limitations have to be placed, and, of course, monitoring and all of that good stuff.
Yep. My daughter Amy monitors screen time, and screen time, not scream, but screen time.
I think there's screaming involved.
I think so. It's a carrot and a stick, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is your homework done? No. Okay, then you cannot go on the computer.
Yeah. You can't play with a video game.
Exactly. That's the way it works. And fortunately, the grandkids do love to go outside and play too.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good thing.
That's a good thing for everybody to teach their kids.
Yes.
Go outside. And I think I hear somebody calling you.
Yes. Okay. And you probably were like me growing up. You know, first thing in the morning, you'd have something to eat and you'd be gone until, nighttime, basically.
Yeah. When it was not school time.
Yes.
Kind of frowned
exactly.
on me otherwise.
Yes. Okay. You had adventures to do.
I did.
Okay. Are you ready for news? We have that to do.
We certainly do. It's a Friday.
Okay. And taking a look at world and California news headlines right now, all brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. For sales for service, call the experts. Lock Air Conditioning.
CBS News special report. We're following two breaking stories out of Washington. The House has passed the Build Back Better bill, or the social infrastructure bill.
The yeas are 220. The nays are 213. The Build Back Better bill is passed.
The $1.75 trillion measure includes expanded Medicare and child care funding. Republican Representative Kat Mammock of Florida cast this notable proxy vote.
As the member designated by Mr. Loudermilk of the state of Georgia, I inform the House that Mr. Loudermilk will vote hell no on H.R. 5376, a.k.a. Build Back Broke, and good luck in the Senate. And with that, I yield back.
Several changes to the legislation expected in the Senate. President Biden is at Walter Reed Medical Center for a routine physical, including a colonoscopy, which requires a routine transfer of power to the vice president while Mr. Biden is sedated. CBS News special report. I'm Linda Kenyon.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news: a $31 billion surplus is likely in California's budget next year, but the state constitution requires Governor Newsom to give back a chunk of it.
I think you saw a preview of that last year. We had the largest tax rebate of any state in U.S. history, $12 billion.
The give back amount next year is $14 billion. Three options for the governor: cut taxes, send the money to education, or provide another tax rebate. The CDC set to authorize booster shots for both Pfizer and Moderna's COVID vaccine for all Americans 18 and older. California health officials have already been recommending everyone get the booster shot. Sarah McKenna was lined up at a mall in San Rafael.
What we say in my little family is major goal accomplished. That's how I feel today.
Many clinics reporting high demand as people look to get the booster shot ahead of Thanksgiving. North California continuing to languish under extreme drought conditions. State and federal officials say drought conditions persist over much of the state despite near record rains last month. As many as 37.3 million Californians are being impacted. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. For all your air conditioning and sheet metal needs, call Lock Air Conditioning today. The Peanut Patch is celebrating their anniversary tomorrow. Yeah, go celebrate with the Peanut Patch in Yuma. As they celebrate, there'll be free samples. Oh, yes. Delicious things at the Peanut Patch. There'll be special vendors. There'll be a car show. There'll be all sorts of neat things at the Peanut Patch. And while you are there, you can do your holiday shopping. Yes, a great variety of gift packs, and they will ship those gift packs to your friends and loved ones throughout the world. The Peanut Patch. They're open Monday through Saturdays, 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. Yuma time. And, homemade chocolates and all sorts of other great things. The Peanut Patch. Celebrating an anniversary Saturday, tomorrow. Free samples. You want to get to the Peanut Patch? Google thepeanutpatch.com. Follow the directions and enjoy. Page one of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Friday morning, alleged money launderers are indicted. George Gale filed this story.
The money laundering organization was based in Imperial County. The indictment was unsealed this week in federal court. The indictment charges 29 alleged members of the international money laundering organization that is tied to the Sinaloa cartel and Jalisco New Generation cartel in Mexico. The Department of Justice says during the past week, federal, state, and local law enforcement officials have arrested 21 defendants throughout San Diego, Calexico, and Bakersfield, who were allegedly involved in the sophisticated international money laundering scheme. According to the indictment, more than $32 million was laundered throughout the United States. Acting U.S. Attorney Randy Grossman said this week they dealt a serious blow to this Imperial Valley-based international money laundering network with ties to the Sinaloa and Jalisco New Generation cartels. Grossman went on to praise the law enforcement organizations who participated in the investigation. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
A local motel reported that someone left a rifle behind when they checked out. The motel management told El Centro police that employees located a pillowcase full of magazines and ammunition. Also left behind was an AR-15 type rifle. There were 10 magazines and a total of 22-23 caliber bullets, as well as the rifle and some luggage. The police booked the items as found property. KXO News Time 743.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires sold at Quick Lane, guaranteed. Just ask your Quick Lane service advisor. Now, we're talking the best brands available: Michelin, Continental, Pirelli, Dunlap, Kelly, Bridgestone, and more. And we're talking the best price. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 in Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro.
Well, the Air Pollution Control District unveils a monitoring shelter. Here's more on that story.
It happened yesterday morning. Air Pollution Control District and California Air Resources Board unveiled the newly installed temporary monitoring shelter to monitor certain criteria air pollutants along the New River. Project will collect data for a 6-month period. After that, the final report summarizing all statistical analysis, overall data completion, and achievement of data quality objectives will be generated. The final report will be submitted to the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District for review within 45 days of the final day of measurement collection. The ribbon-cutting event was held in Calexico. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
U.S. Customs and Border Protection officers intercepted nearly a half ton of methamphetamine at the Calexico East Commercial Facility. On Tuesday evening at about 7 p.m., a tractor-trailer rig entered the cargo facility. The big rig was referred to the dock for further inspection, where the port's imaging system observed anomalies in the front wall of the trailer. The K-9 team screened the trailer and alerted to the vehicle. Officers were able to locate a total of 30 packages of methamphetamine hidden in the walls of the trailer. The meth weighed over 866 pounds and had a street value of over $1.5 million. The driver, a 27-year-old resident of Mexicali, was arrested. That concludes this edition of Local News. Stay with us for Page 2.
Page 1 of the Local News, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Hey team, we landed the contract.
Yeah. Ohio's web design studio just landed the gig of a lifetime.
It starts next week.
Their staff needs to double before the dream deal becomes a nightmare.
I need front end, back end, a project manager.
Indeed can help them hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Instant Match instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
It's Black Friday now at JCPenney. Starting Friday, shop thousands of Black Friday deals across the store while they last. Our Yes Please diamonds are only $19.99 each. Bundle up the family in jackets under $25. Plus, update with cookware and cutlery, now $9.99 each after $10 mail-in rebate. These deals are yours for the gifting. Happy Black Friday, JCPenney. Offers valid on select items 11/19 through 11/21. Conditions and exclusions apply. See store or jcp.com for details.
It's Page 2 of the Local News and Weather, brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. Do you have questions about Medicare supplemental coverage, about prescription plans? Well, you talk to David or Jose, you'll get straight answers. David H. West Insurance Services.
Continuing with more local news, the county executive officer says he will not renew his contract. Here's more on that story.
Tony Rojones Jr. made the announcement at this week's Board of Supervisors meeting. He announced he would not be renewing his contract at the end of the year. No reason has been given. Rojones served for many years as the Imperial County Fire Chief. He was appointed County Executive Officer in 2018. A county spokesperson said the Board of Supervisors will decide how to fill the vacancy being left by Rojones at a later date. They say Rojones has expressed a willingness to help the new CEO transition into the position once one is chosen. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The Westmoreland Honey Festival is just around the corner. In fact, it's tomorrow. The 16th annual starts with a pancake breakfast. Yeah, we've got some bees here in the studio, some busy bees. And that breakfast will go from 7 to 10 a.m. There'll be a 5K honey run. That starts at 8:30 a.m. And a kids color run. Ages 4 to 12, that starts at 10:30 a.m. At 11:30 a.m., there will be a spelling bee for grades 4 through 8. There will also be entertainment, food, yoga, and fun throughout the day. A major announcement in Calipatria on Friday. George Gale explains.
This morning, State Senator Ben Wesso and the Imperial County will make the announcement. They will be announcing a $1 million state budget allocation they secured to increase access to much-needed library materials, digital resources, and internet for the Imperial County Public Library System. The announcement will be made at the County Free Library Branch in Calipatria. It's scheduled for 8:45 this morning. Attending the event will be Senator, Imperial County Librarian Crystal Dudan, County Executive Officer Tony Rojodas Jr., and representatives from the public libraries around the county. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
Have you received notice that your Medicare health plan is changing or going away? Are you turning 65 soon, or are you newly eligible to Medicare and have questions about your Medicare options? Then give David or Jose a call at David H. West Insurance to learn about the ABCs of Medicare. Don't delay. Call David H. West Insurance Services now at 760-352-3411. That's 760-352-3411. That's David H. West Insurances.
Here's Carroll Buckley with a weather update.
The National Weather Service says mild temperatures, along with a considerable amount of high cloudiness, will continue through early next week, with readings hovering around 5 degrees above the seasonal average. During the middle of next week, a weak weather system may bring a chance of light precipitation and the likely prospect for cooler temperatures. 82 the high in the valley yesterday, 51 our low. Mostly cloudy today, then gradually becoming sunny. Look for a high near 81. Southwest wind around 5 miles an hour, becoming northeast this afternoon. Partly cloudy tonight with a low around 53. North-northeast wind around 5 miles an hour, becoming south after midnight. Saturday, mostly sunny with a high near 80. Light wind becoming north-northeast around 5 miles an hour in the afternoon. Sunday, partly sunny with a high near 80. North wind around 10 miles an hour. How about 58 degrees downtown, 33% relative humidity. Wind right now is calm in El Centro. Page 2 of the local news brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for questions about health insurance plans, Medicare supplemental coverage, and prescription plan.
At Burgers and Beer, we want you to be happy, live happy, work happy. Most of all, we want you to celebrate whatever makes you happy at Burgers and Beer. Bring your friends, bring your family, and let's make time for a good time. All the drinks, all the food, and great service too. Everything you need is right here at Burgers and Beer. Burgers and Beer, the best burgers in town.
It's sports time. Sports time is brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the very best care. NFL football last night. Didn't bother to show up. The Patriots shut out the Falcons 25-0. Coming up Sunday, we've got a double dip, the Raiders and the Bengals on FM 107.5, and we'll have that game at 12:30 in the afternoon. Sunday night football, the Steelers and the Chargers. And then Monday night, the Giants and the Buccaneers. We've got game. Meanwhile, Tampa Bay Buccaneers wide receiver Antonio Brown has been accused of obtaining a fake COVID-19 vaccination card. That, according to the Tampa Bay Times. The Times reported that, according to Stephen Rees, a former personal chef for the wide receiver, Brown had his girlfriend reach out to Rees over the summer and obtained a fake vaccination card that said Brown had received the Johnson & Johnson shot. Oh, more football. Local football. The Calexico Bulldogs on the road tonight. It's semifinals. The Division 5 CIF San Diego playoffs. Bulldogs and the Mission Bay Buccaneers. And the Palo Verde Yellow Jackets will host the Fallbrook Warriors as Division 5 CIF football action continues.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
NBA action. The Warriors whipped the Cavaliers 104-89. Heat hammered the Wizards 112-97. Grizzlies beat the Clippers 120-108. Timberwolves topped the Spurs 115-90. 76ers rolled. They beat the Nuggets 103-89. Jazz jumped on the Raptors 119-103. Oh, and small ball. Baseball. Yes, Shohei Ohtani is the American League's most valuable player. That's selected unanimously. And our congratulations to the pitcher, DH, play anywhere you want him to. In the National League, Bryce Harper captured his second career MVP. Juan Soto finished second. Fernando Tatis Jr. on down the line, not especially close. Fernando, you got to play more games if you think you can make it as the MVP. Meanwhile, the Cleveland Browns have activated Nick Chubb off the COVID-19 reserve list, clearing the way for the Pro Bowl running back to return Sunday against the Detroit Lions. And Chargers edge rusher Joey Bosa placed on the reserve COVID-19 list Tuesday as a close contract trace. And Bosa, who is unvaccinated, must quarantine for 5 days. That's it for Sports Time. Sports Time brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. For more information, log on to pmhd.org.
Since 1901, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has provided the finest printing and copying services from start to finish. When you choose Imperial Printers Rocket Copy, you can feel confident in our expertise and personal attention to your project. We have a team of professional graphic designers ready to take your ideas and make them a reality. From promotional merchandise, full color and high-speed copies to business forms and everything else in between, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers dependable and affordable quality printing. Thank you for choosing locally owned and operated Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. We have convenient locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Well, in spring of 2020, in the depths of coronavirus lockdowns, investors couldn't dump Macy's stock fast enough. Shares fell as low as $4.38. That was then. As of yesterday, Macy's stock jumped 21% after the company reported better than expected earnings. That brought gains so far this year to more than 230%. A share now costs $30.37. Things have turned. And speaking of things that turn, the Alibaba stock plummeted in Hong Kong today after the tech giant warned of weaker growth this year as China's economy slows and Beijing continues its regulatory crackdown. So what's happening on Wall Street? Taking a look at the big board, mixed. The Dow off 226 points. The S&P 500 down 1. NASDAQ is up 81. Gold off $1.80 an ounce. Whoopee! Oil down $2.43 a barrel. Let's celebrate.
Southwest Security Company is a locally owned security company protecting your property or your business and now offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Plus, they added Southwest Postal with post office boxes you can access 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, with shipping services too, using DHL, UPS, and FedEx. They're conveniently located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street in El Centro. And if you need something notarized, they can do that too. You can count on Southwest Security and Southwest Postal for 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
Mostly cloudy this morning, and then it'll gradually clear. Look for high near 81. Southwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming northeast this afternoon. Right now, downtown, we're looking at 60 degrees, 32% relative humidity. The wind is calm. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil, El Centro.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialist. Roto-Rooter offers full services, from hydrojetting to camera inspection, water heaters, faucets, garbage disposals, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 56 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789 or 344-2533 on the north end. Roto-Rooter, when drains don't work, we do.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
CBS Julie Oliver with Dickey Insurance Services, your Imperial Valley All-State agent.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Eggland's Best.
I'm Steve Kathan. Voting pretty much along party lines, the House of Representatives this morning passed the giant social spending and climate bill that President Biden has been touting for months.
Grinning House Democrats, led by House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, held a victorious press conference after passing the second half of President Biden's ambitious agenda.
This occasion would not have been possible without the vision of our great president, President Biden.
Pelosi says she is excited for what it does for children and families. The bill now goes to the Senate, where its fate is uncertain. Centrist Democrats have already raised concerns about the size of the legislation. Allison Keyes, CBS News, Washington.
I'm Stacey Lynn in Washington. President Biden will temporarily transfer power to Vice President Harris today as he undergoes a routine colonoscopy. The president will be under anesthesia for the procedure. The vice president will work from her office in the West Wing during this time.
A few hours ago, the FDA signed off on both the Pfizer and Moderna COVID booster shots for all adults. CBS's David Begnaud.
If it has been roughly 6 months since you got your second shot, you should be good for a booster as early as this weekend if things get all approved.
The CDC will have the final say. A Virginia jury has begun deliberations in the civil trial of white nationalists tied to the deadly right-wing rally in Charlottesville 4 years ago. It's day 4 of deliberations for the Wisconsin jury in the Kyle Rittenhouse case. A storm system forming in the northwest heads east next week, and CBS News meteorologist David Parkinson says it could affect travelers looking to get an early start on the Thanksgiving rush.
By Sunday, it is into the Midwest, and it's really extending its reach. So Sunday morning, maybe you got some lake effect snow showers around Chicago, up Wisconsin.
CBS's Jim Krasula has more on a dire pre-winter red flag.
Industry regulators are warning that power grids from Texas to the Midwest are at risk of blackouts if a prolonged deep freeze sets in this winter. They say that Texas isn't prepared for another cold snap like the one that crippled its electric grid last winter. Extreme weather driven by climate change is testing power networks like never before.
China's foreign ministry insisted today it knows nothing about the controversy surrounding pro tennis player Peng Shuai. She disappeared after accusing a top official of sexual abuse. An email purported to be from her disavowing the accusation is being discredited by people close to her. Wall Street, right now the Dow is down 215 points, but the S&P is up 1 point. This is CBS News.
Today, better nutrition and great taste are more important than ever. That's why Eggland's Best gives you and your family more. And that's healthy news for everyone. Only Eggland's Best.
I love being able to share with our family who's listening how much we all love State Farm insurance. With surprisingly great rates, State Farm has saved us money with our car and home insurance.
I mean, you're my wife. You know how much I love a great deal, so of course I'm going to love the great rates and great service at State Farm. It's good for my wallet and for my family.
State Farm meets my needs, plus I get to control how and what I want for my budget. And I do it all from their award-winning mobile app.
Surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Dell's Black Friday event has arrived, and it's the perfect time to step up your creativity. With early access savings up to $300 off PCs, it's Dell's biggest sale of the year. Get more into what you're into with the latest XPS and Alienware systems featuring Intel Core processors. Save on top monitors, docks, and accessories, all with free shipping, plus great financing from Dell Preferred Account. Call 800-BY-DELL for Black Friday deals. That's 800-BY-DELL.
Some of the gripes from big league prospects have been heard by the lords of baseball.
Minor league ball players have long complained about low pay that doesn't go far enough toward covering living expenses. Players have been known to sleep 10 to an apartment, for example, on floors and air mattresses. But now MLB says its teams will pay for furnished accommodations for most minor league players, reasonably close to their home ballparks, with no more than 2 players to a room. This past season, MLB says minor league salaries rose from between 38 to 72%. Peter King, CBS News.
Shohei Ohtani was rewarded for an epic season at the plate and on the mound for the LA Angels. He was the unanimous choice for the American League's Most Valuable Player Award. Phillies outfielder Bryce Harper won the National League honor. That's the second time he's received that. I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
There's confusion about how to protect yourself from COVID. One thing is certain. Whether or not you're vaccinated, you need an accurate thermometer to check for fever, the leading sign of flu and COVID. Be vigilant and contact your medical provider at the first sign of fever. Don't rely on non-contact thermometers that have no scientific studies. Only the Exergen temporal scanner thermometer has been proven accurate in more than 100 clinical studies. Learn more at Exergen.com.
Jay Farner here, CEO of Rocket Companies. If you thought you missed your chance to refinance and save, think again. Mortgage rates have recently dropped below 3%, and Rocket Mortgage can help you save big. You could lower your monthly payment and prepare yourself for a better financial future. But you've got to act now. Call us today at 833-8ROCKET or go to rocketmortgage.com.
Rocket. Conditions apply. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states. NMLSconsumeraccess.org, number 33.
We all love an expert. We've got a roof expert, a plumber, a great mechanic. The list goes on. Imperial Valley Allstate agent Julie Oliver is your local expert that knows the community.